Hi Libra, this is your April 2020 general tarot forecast. So this is for Libra Sun, Libra Moon, and Libra Rising signs. Let me start that little guy again. I hope that you're enjoying your bi-weeklies in addition to your extended monthlies. So just like last month, we're going to be doing 2 layers of tarot. So I'll use this deck, qualify it with the second deck. And as always, we will get 4 oracle cards from the 4 oracle decks for additional messages for you, Libra. What is going on for you guys for April 2020? So this is a general reading. If you don't find it's resonating with you, check out your rising or moon signs, okay, Libra? Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, April 2020. We do have these guys turning up. This could be a love reading for you right now. It could be just that's something that you're passionate about or something that's a little bit exciting. You know, you're meeting in the middle here. You could find some support. There could be a soulmate situation. You could just be getting pretty passionate with someone that you're pretty excited about. It is a general reading, right? Just use the information however you see best. And it'll be interesting to see if it shows up in the reading today. All right, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. So I am going to use the Celtic card spread. Wow, you have that really nice Ace of Cups just jumping out there. Right in the center, I think that you have a full heart. At least you're certainly, looks like you're interested in that, or a lot of heart right now. Where is this guy on the screen? Here we go. By the way, happy spring. I'm recording this. It's the spring equinox today. It's March 19th. I'm recording this a little in advance for you to get this out for you early. You may be home from work just like I am right now. And hoping that all I have is just a little cold. So just, I'm wishing you all well. I'm wishing everyone the best. I hope that everyone's safe and sound. It's just a really crazy time right now, guys. But you know what? We're going to plow through this. We're going to get through it together, Libra. The moon, as you can clearly see here, is the bottom of the deck energy. Really not too shocking here. You know, considering the further we move into April, we have a couple of unknowns. This is Pisces ruled. So bottom of the deck energy, we have some Pisces energy here. We have phenomena, we have imagination, we have endings and beginnings, we have emotional intelligence. This is, access to hidden knowledge. This is psychic energy. And then as you can see here with the advice or outcome card, we have Aquarius energy, great amounts of healing, resources available when you need them. This is also about community at large. This is the, humanity, okay? Technically speaking, 11th house, right? So 11th and 12th house is indicated very, very strongly for you here. I am going to point out as well, we do have some 4th house energy and 10th house energy as well. I am seeing this in other readings, by the way. In other words, home, right? Home and family, and work and income, right? And public image. So everything like that's being affected, Libra. So I'm really not too shocked to see this. Let's get the next layer out. Let's qualify everything that we see here with another layer, and we'll go in depth. Let's qualify April 2020 general reading for Libra Sun, Moon, Rising. Qualify Celtic spread for Libra Sun, Moon, Rising. I do find that this is helpful. I wanted to just play around with the notion of getting 2 layers out, but because I'm really enjoying it and I'm really finding it so much more helpful in delving deep into the card's positions here, which I suppose is to be expected, I'm probably going to invest in a larger deck here so we can get similar sizes, just for optics more than anything. I mean, these are working the way they ought to be working, but I do want something to look kind of the same size. This will do in the meantime. This is, I am seeing this pretty much all over. I'm seeing this in monthlies now. I'm seeing these in late April bi-weeklies, which I'm recording for you now as well. In addition to my daily readings on Instagram. So you can get a free daily reading for the general public on Instagram. All my information is below. And this is really showing up. In fact, we had the King of Pentacles show up today. So this is banking, this is institutional banking, not in the same way Hierophant is. This isn't the institution of banking, but this affects money, lending, possessions, health. This is really comfort, right? Essentially, if you were to narrow it down, this would be like high-level comfort, high-level possession. Again, we're dealing with family. We do have a lot of wands. We have a few pentacles here for you, and just a little bit of swords, which is very interesting. I really feel like no one's really in their head right now. I feel like we're just all doing this, you know, real time is what we're kind of saying now, you know. Everything's just happening in real time. So there's not a whole lot of thinking process that's going on, and not just for your reading here, Libra. I am seeing this for other readings. And, you know, in a weird way, it's almost like we don't really have time for that right now. We don't really have time to process too much. We can only sort of see and feel what's going on. So we're seeing evidence and we're feeling something sort of churning behind the scenes. Something is unknown. Now, dissimilar to the High Priestess, where there is, you know, she's also moon ruled, there is this sense of there's a knowledge, there's a hidden knowledge. You can go looking for it. You can ask for it. Something's provided for you if you look. With the moon, there's a shadowing. There's a veil, right? Which, you know, even if you go looking for answers, say around money, or there could be an older man. This is a Taurus individual, technically. Second house. This is possessions. This is assets. This is health. This is the throat and singing voice. So just there could even be, generally speaking, a little bit of confusion in that area as well. So that's bottom of the deck for you. That's going to impact what we are looking at here. So let's get into it one by one here, folks. We did have that Two of Cups jump out with the Page of Wands. Here we have the Ace of Cups with the Page of Wands. So not identical, but very, very similar. So this is in the position of influence on you or the direction of the reading for you. So I think those two jumper cards were really helpful in helping to designate where you're sitting with everything right now, Libra. I do see you having a lot of heart. Now, this area here is looking at the first 2 weeks of the month, and this column here really is going to pay more attention to the last 2 weeks. So here we're going to pay attention for, you know, the distant past, recent past, and then what's going on, what you can expect. You definitely have a full heart. You're really looking at things extremely positively. You feel positive, you feel confident, and if this isn't about world events or the economy or health for you right now, if this is a love reading for you, this is extremely passionate. This is so exciting. You have a meeting of the hearts right now. You're really going in the direction, or very excited to meet somebody who has, you know, a passionate outlook about a full heart. Someone could be offering you a message of love or hope here as well, Libra. And then crossing that, right, or qualifying this is the obstacle or the situation that is either in conflict or in conjunction with this. And we have the Six of Wands qualified by the Four of Swords. Now, again, technically the Six of Wands can be travel. It can be local travel, but it's just a sense of victory as well. We are looking at more Wands energy. So someone, you know, in your work or enterprise or in your will to power here, you know, you feel really confident, but there is a rest. There is a definite rest and recovery period on moving forward or any sense of victory, perhaps regarding a love matter or an offer of love, or like I said, work or enterprise at this time. So there is a halting, a rest recovery period. Here's our only swords energy, by the way. And if you're going to have a swords card, it might as well be the ace or the four if we're going to keep it simple. So, you know, this is nice, and it's probably pretty apropos considering that the large majority of the population globally right now is kind of self-isolating as far as I understand. So this could just be a sense of something on hold, okay? So in the desired aim or likely or achievable situation for you for the month is a great and sudden change to an ending to something. So perhaps you were at the end of a contract, you were about to close something up, you were about to finish something. This could be for graduating students if you're a student right now, if you were opening a business, if you were started on a group project, for example, you are known for, seventh house, dealing with partnerships. If you were dealing with a group of other people, for example, this could be just about, sudden changes to something that you had wanted to complete or to finalize. And again, not shocking in and of itself, but the sudden changes to plans could be shocking or upsetting at this time. Here in your distant past, here is our Four of Pentacles qualified by the Hierophant. So, as I mentioned just a moment ago, we do have our Taurus ruled King of Pentacles over here. Taurus does rule the Hierophant as well. Here's where we're looking at institutions, okay? So distant past, I would say, 2 weeks before April, a week into before April type of thing. Here's where we're looking at the energy that you're leaving in your distant past, and I really do feel that this is affecting a lot of people. Maybe it's just a lot of Libras, but certainly this seems to be the temperature of the global community at large, Libra. Certainly for seventh house issues, which you rule, so this is partnerships and relationships, and just communication and fairness and balance, right? So Four of Pentacles, as I said, and then the Hierophant. So really, again, kind of with the same feeling or energy with the Four of Swords, there's this sense of, we're just going to take a little bit of a break. We're just going to slow down. We're just going to, assess what we have. You could feel like you're holding on to something. It could have to do with financial or banking institutions at this time. It could be income, assets, investments. But by and large, this is institutional. So again, you could very well be a student or a teacher, and that is impacting sort of your worldview or relationships with your students or staff at this time. So in our recent past, we have the Ten of Pentacles qualified with the Queen of Wands. So again, we are looking at very probably personal or direct effort of yourself. We have Aries ruled Queen of Wands here, qualifying this family card, and this is legacy, right? We're looking at the Ten of Pentacles, really very much associated with our Nine of Pentacles over here, our King of Pentacles over here. So money, health, prosperity, I would say being well off, being able to maybe even show off what you have, really nice watches, really nice cars, really nice clothes, whatever it is. This is also associated with the Ten of Pentacles. This is having so much wealth and opulence and abundance, you can share it or leave it to other people. First house energy is indicated here as well. So you could feel like this is a decision you have to make. Wills and estates could even be an issue for some people right now as well. Either yours or someone in your family, but definitely a legacy card here. This is a really nice position to be in, however. The 4 over here is sort of clinging. The 10 is you're in a position to offer. So this is really nice. And like I said, first house directive. We have cardinal energy there. And of course, you just could be taking the lead and helping others at this time. Or this could have to do about your business or your work or enterprise efforts. I'm just going to adjust the microphone. Give me a second, folks. Okay, thanks. I was getting really warm. Let's keep going. Oops. So we have the 10 of Wands. Again, okay, so we do have the 10 of Wands up here in the achievable outcome or desired aim, or I would even say what you can, if this is achievable or, an aspiration, this is something that is going to suddenly change. I will just back up and just say that something is going to be suddenly changing that you had been aiming for. Again, please don't feel alone in that matter. This seems to be happening for all of us at this time. In your near future, or what you can, you know, expect a new influence to reveal itself, we have the Four of Cups with the Ten of Wands. So we are dealing now here with 4 fours. So this is really going to speak to stability. I will see what the actual literature says about 4 fours. 3 fours rather. Let me just eyeball this really super fast. Yeah, 3 fours. So we have the term much effort, right? And we're seeing this. We are definitely seeing this in 2 tens. So we have 2 tens of wands, I might add, and then we have a couple more tens, and I believe this is business transactions. Let me just double check. So commercial transactions and much effort are terms that are really, I would say, extremely potent for this reading for you right now. In our near future, 4 of Cups qualified by the 10 of Wands. Something is just, you're bored with something, you know, it's not satisfying. This is unimpressed. This is feeling nonplus, right? And then again with the 10 of Wands, this sense of, oh my God, this is uphill. Something definitely in the near future, you know, by the 2nd week of April may feel uphill. I think it's just what's going on sort of maybe politically and environmentally right now. Here in the position where we are looking at how you feel about the situation. So this is your attitude about the situation. We do have another ace. I do want to eyeball the aces here for you because this is a really good omen to see. We have our 2 aces, both at the very beginning here, and then qualifying the Chariot. And it looks like new workplace or home. So your workplace or home, if it is new, could be affected by these other terms and of course energies. But we do have the Ace of Pentacles, very beautiful, a new offer, a new beginning around the home or travel. So how you're seeing things is that perhaps you'd like to begin travel. Perhaps you have a new opportunity here. This could be a new vehicle. This could be getting a vehicle upgraded. This could be your home being upgraded or renewed somehow. Hopefully you don't have to move. This is all about, you know, your own volition that you would want to do this. But certainly the way that you're seeing it, you do have a really good attitude, it looks like. Very positive beginning here. You could be helping someone within their home or making an offer on their home. You could also be offered something very practical having to do with the home. You could also be dealing with a Cancer individual or have Cancer in the first 5 planets of your own chart, Libra. And of course, I'm bringing up the matter that the home could be involved because Cancer rules the 4th house. And of course, that's the home. Parents could be indicated there as well. As I said, right up here with the Capricorn rule Devil card, you know, it could be father and mother. Could have some part to do with it as well. You could have a new offer from a person who feels like a mother or is a mother. You could feel like you're in a very positive financial and even health situation, so much so that you're sort of glowing with opulence here through a paternity, through your father, through wills and estates. This is how others are viewing you. So others are viewing you as though you are in a higher social class, that you have, you know, some social prominence, that you have relative power, okay? And some of it might have to look with, you know, have to do rather with how you look, what you own, but you look very strong and stable in the eyes of other people at this time. I just cut my nails. Oh my word, here we go. Queen of Pentacles, qualified by the Wheel of Fortune in your hopes and fears, right? So this is wonderful. Again, I see you really, really positive here. Is super grateful to see that for you. Again, I really am not seeing any swords for any of the readings this month. Everything's changing so rapidly for everybody. We're just sort of like, yeah, like real time. Like what's happening to my money? What's happening to my health? What about my mom and dad? What about my... So, and how you feel about it. So, you know, your hopes and fears are actually really strong. We are looking at more 10th house energy here. The Queen of Pentacles is technically Capricorn ruled. So now we're looking at some double Capricorn energy. We have some Taurus up here. Lots of basics, practical, down-to-earth issues here for us, guys. And then the Wheel of Fortune here. We have a 10 as well. You do have the option to be brought down by this, right? Or to rise above, to learn from this, to gain perspective, to come out the other side stronger and wiser. So around 10th house, obviously this is social status, could be politics, right? 10th house is often associated with paternity, the father, politics, that type of thing. So you definitely have the opportunity here to come out on the other side. And again, we're looking at Pentacles, which is money and health typically. And here was our outcome or advice, right? Here's our really nice healing energy with the Star card, 11th house Aquarius ruled. This is humanity. This is electricity. This is sudden changes. But ultimately it's healing after the storm. The Star actually follows the Tower in the deck. Qualified by the 8 of Cups. You're really helping yourself through a difficult situation here, guys, by removing yourself emotionally from something that is just not working or not... you're not feeling it, right? So that's a really nice outcome to see for you, honestly. You can heal yourself from a situation, or you're being asked to heal. You're certainly protected by spirit when moving away from an emotionally draining or uninspired situation. So very interesting. Nothing terribly upsetting. No real warnings here, just maybe... You know, if your parents are around, maybe just check on them. If you are a parent, maybe just could be a good time to maybe look at legacy issues, wills and estates, the public and the private sector, home and business. There's some major terms for you as well. So let's get some cards from the oracles for you. I am wishing anyone watching the best of luck and the best of health, by the way. So we are going to take this guy jumping upright. It's really interesting to see all these super strong Pentacles cards for you. Money, investments, assets, you know, a lot of Taurus energy as well. You know, we could be dealing with shared possessions. You could be in a partnership as well. And one more deck here. Honestly, though, I see your attitude as being very, very positive. You know, full of hope, which is, I cannot even tell you, and I'm asking you to believe me, but you know, if you don't, check out all the other signs. I swear to God, playfulness is coming out for pretty much every other reading, which is just wild. I think this is help, reminding us to try to just be in the moment, just try to be here and now, try to have fun in any way we can right now, make the best of it. A change in the wind, we see this up here for you, okay guys? We see something suddenly changing, maybe that you had wanted to finish or end, or that you felt was a little bit strenuous or a little bit too much work. This is a major theme for you. I want to mention as well that we are dealing with the terms much effort, with new workplace or home, and commercial transactions. So those could be major themes for you. Just try to keep a playful spirit here while there is a change in the wind. Something is a little bit out of our control right now. Armadillo and antelope are coming out. So we have boundaries and we have action. So, boundaries need to be kept. You need to respect, build and respect your own boundaries. And then taking action, we see this here around legacy, around income, finance, possessions, maybe even wills and estates at this time. So it might be a good time to even look at those just for the heck of it. And then chemistry, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. If this is a love reading for you, I kind of hope it is. Definitely you're feeling it. We have the Two of Cups with soulmates, that feel of soulmates jumping out. You're starting the whole reading off with the Ace of Cups. So your heart's in the right place. Someone else seems to at least be matching you in that regard. If this is not a love reading for you, I would suggest here that, I would trust your own instincts. I would trust that use the word magnetic or magnets in a very positive, useful way for you right now. This is going to be helpful to you, or even chemistry for that matter. So Libra, that is your reading for April 2020. I really hope that it was helpful to you. If you have a minute, please comment below. I love hearing from you. And if you like my content, like, share, and subscribe. Please join me in the next video for your sign. Until then, take good care. Bye for now.